We'll be using the chat feature, so there are no materials required. However, you will need access to the internet like Google to do research with your partner. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's lesson on exploring ecosystems. Today, we will be focusing on adaptation and the interdependencies. So our first thing that we would do today is just examine our objectives. Our objectives for today is to identify the different types of adaptation within ecosystems. We will also understand how adaptation contributes to the ecosystem interdependencies. So the first thing we'll do first is just to explore what is an ecosystem. An ecosystem is basically just exploring how different animals, different plants, how they interact with each other. How do they interact with the environment and how do they basically just work together? All of those things that live in the same ecosystem work together in some type of way. And those are the things that we will be exploring during this lesson today. There are several different types of ecosystems that we will look at. You'll be able to engage and participate using our chat feature since we are online, or using just raising your hand, the raise your hand feature, and I can unmute you and you can add in some different discussions or whatever you want to put in your input. Feel free to do so. Make sure you raise your hand first and I will definitely let you off mute. So let's get a quick of the different types of ecosystems. So what do you think this ecosystem is just by looking at it? What does this picture look like? You can come off mute or you can drop your answer in the chat box, whichever one that you feel comfortable with. I would love to see a lot of participation today. Oh, that's great. I see a lot of different responses saying that this is a rainforest. It is a rainforest. Of course, in the rainforest, most of the time, what is it doing? Yes, it is raining. It is definitely raining during the rain in the rainforest. So you'll definitely see that a lot in the rainforest. There are so many different types of animals that can live in the rainforest. If you would, can you please just jot some in the chat of what type of animals that you think can live in the rainforest? Great. I see some people saying a jaguar, a sloth, a eagle. Yes, all of those live in the rainforest. Frogs live in the rainforest. Monkeys live in the rainforest. And of course, our beautiful creature, a butterfly. It definitely lives in the rainforest as well. So that is one of our ecosystems that we'll be exploring today. And you will also have time with your partner to just look at and do more information on these different types of ecosystems. Our next ecosystem coming up is what is that? That's a desert. Anybody know, is it hot or cold in the desert? Yes, it is very hot in the desert. Very, very hot in the desert. If you would, can you take a moment and just jot down some plants or different type of animals that you could possibly find in a desert? Awesome, amazing. You guys are participating so wonderful this morning. Yes, you have camels, you have foxes that lives in the desert, rattlesnakes, all of those different animals live in the desert. And as far as plants goes, of course, we have our cactus plant that stays in the desert as well. Awesome job. Yes, this is a desert. Do you think it rains a lot in the desert? Definitely not. It does not rain a lot in the desert. I see a lot of heads going like this. Perfect. It does not rain in the desert. Amazing. And our next ecosystem that we have today is yes, the ocean. We have the ocean today, a large body of water, a very, very large body of water. If you could, can you please just jot down some animals or any type of creatures that you think stay in the ocean? Amazing. That is so good. Yes, we have different fish that stay in the ocean. Someone said a mermaid. Hey, if your imagination goes there, we have mermaids that live in the ocean. A dolphin, a whale, all of those are different animals that stay in the ocean. Is the ocean wet or is it dry? Let me see your answers in the chat. Yes, of course, the ocean is wet. It's a large body of water. Is water wet or dry? That's for you to decide. Perfect, perfect. So now we're gonna go back and since we've also have taken a moment at the beginning of our lesson to just explore those different types of ecosystems. Now we're gonna go back and talk about the actual adaptations for those different type of ecosystems and what do the different animals do to survive. So if you go back to the rainforest, we're talking about how the bats, how we have bats and monkeys and all those different types of things. Usually, like the monkeys, they stay in the trees. They have slow movement because they don't want to be detected by their predator. And also, as far as like bats usually fly during the nighttime, so they won't be detected by their predators as well. And also they just avoid coming out during the daytime. And as far as the desert, they usually have a lot of just really dry. So usually most of them store their food up so that they'll be able to eat. They also feed off the different cactus plants and the different cactus plants as well. And now we're on the ocean. What are different types of adaptation for the ocean? So usually you have those different sea creatures that come up to the top so that they can breathe more. So those different adaptations are just different things that the oceans have. They also feed off the plants or the trees or whatever is at the bottom of the sea. That's what they eat for food. So, of course, now is our time to participate in class. We will have breakout rooms where you could go with your partner. Since it's only six of us today, we'll do two people per group. I will put you guys in breakout rooms and you will go there to explore the different types of ecosystems. You can choose one of your choice. You can choose a rainforest, a desert, or the ocean to explore. I want you to come back in the group when we're all back together and you're going to tell me what type of animals live there? How do they survive? How do they depend on one another? Where do they eat? Where do they sleep? I want to hear all of those things when you explore with your partner today. You're going to take at least about 3 minutes and we'll come back together and you'll be able to share what you've learned or what you discovered today. I am now putting you in breakout rooms. All right. You are now in your breakout rooms. Go ahead and do it. And our 3 minutes is now up. We're back in our breakout rooms. Now I want you to share, what are some of the adaptations that you've researched? What did you learn about it? What did you choose? Did you choose the ocean, the desert, or the rainforest? You and your partner can talk, or you can choose one spokesperson. Amazing. Thank you guys so much for sharing what you've learned today about your adaptations and during your different ecosystems. I'm very happy that you guys did not choose the same ecosystem. That is perfect. All right, so now we're getting down to the end of our lesson today. I hope you guys have learned so much about the rainforest, the desert, and also the ocean. So tonight, of course, you know Miss Brownlow loves giving you guys homework. And your homework for tonight is you're going to write a short paragraph about how plants and animals depend on each other in your chosen ecosystem. You can choose your ecosystem of your choice. You have to write at least 5 sentences telling me how the plants and the animals depend on each other in the ecosystems. Make sure that you use correct punctuation throughout your paragraph. You need at least 5 sentences. You're going to choose write about how plants and animals depend on one another during in the ecosystem, whether that's the rainforest, the desert, or the ocean. And now we are towards the end of our lesson, so we're going to begin to wrap up. So today we explored the different adaptations in ecosystems through visual aid, partner work, and also discussions. Don't forget to complete your homework and be prepared always to share your findings in class or tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, feel free to always reach out to me. I'm always available. You have my number, Class Dojo, whatever that you need for me to answer questions about your homework. Thank you so much. Bye.